On this video, I want to show you how to level your table. Now let's check and see if this table is level. I'm going to unhook the belt on the y-axis here and turn this loose, and if that head moves to the front or back, that's an indication our table's not level. Now I'm going to move over here. Okay, to show you this unlevel table, you can see the bubble with this level, how it's to the right. That's telling you this is high. The reason it's high is for demonstration. I put a board underneath one of the casters to show you an unlevel table. Here I'd like to demonstrate to you how to level your table. This is a roller that is used on the back of the table. And to adjust that, there's a screw here that screws up into a nut in the end of this leg. All right, to turn it, you would need to turn this. And if you have casters like we have here, you almost have to lift this table up some way. You can have two strong men if you want, or I'm using a car jack to raise this up to where this roller is off the floor. Now I can adjust this right here. If I turn it in this direction, that's going to make the table lower on this leg. If I turn it this way, it's going to get higher on this corner. There's also a locking nut here. Once you get it set where you want it, you turn this nut up with the wrench and tighten that up against the bottom of the leg, and that will lock that in. Now on this end, on the front side, we have a different roller. Now by turning this, it's difficult to turn, but if you lock this down, if I can lock it, now you can just turn the whole roller and turn that if you want to. Here's an example. That's without being locked. And if I lock that down, now it turns that screw when I turn this. When I get it in position, again, we have a locking nut like this that locks that in place. So after you get it set, then you take your jack and lower your jack and check your bubble here and also check your head. Now by taking this, lowering this jack, now I've set back down on my rollers. Then I check my bubble, and I'm off just slightly. This side's a little bit low. I jack it back up and adjust that until I get it right. Okay, now if you do not have casters, we have this type leg on there. It still has a bolt, has a locking nut, and if you have a wrench, you can adjust this with the weight on the floor, which you cannot do that with your casters. So you can adjust that. All right, if you have hydraulics, what you'd want to do is check to see if you're level with your bubble here. Okay, if it's off, now this moved down to the floor with a wrench. I've got an adjustable wrench, and you can put it on the nut of this where the foot is at and turn that. When you turn it this way, that's going to raise it. If you turn it back this way, it will lower it. Once you get it positioned properly, there is a locking nut here that you want to lock that with. So that demonstrates how to level your table.